Well, the ongoing decline of our political culture has tracked closely with the decline in standards at CNN, which has been precipitous. Just yesterday, the network spent the entire day working unpaid, we assume, for Nancy Pelosi, parroting her talking points to the letter about how solemn and prayerful impeachment is.
You can feel it in the air here. It feels different. It is palpable that this is momentous, that this is grave. And again, it is, despite the Democrats' talking points, not something that this speaker wanted to do.
Yeah, it's a somber mood up on Capitol Hill.
She says it's a sad day and a sober day, but this has been a hard one for Speaker Pelosi. She was initially against this.
And this is certainly a very solemn and weighty moment.
It's a very solemn moment, but it's a reminder of how our system was supposed to work.
I think the far left is definitely fired up about this, but this is a solemn moment.
I know Trump makes fun of the fact that Nancy Pelosi says she's prayerful and that it's a somber moment. It is. It really is.
You know, if you have any self-respect at all, you don't read other people's talking points unless they're paying you in cash ahead of time. I think those people are doing it for free, which tells you a lot. But the embarrassment at CNN is not just on the air, it's also digital. Just this morning, CNN's reporter Marshall Cohen tweeted this, quote, "It's impossible not to notice how Trump and Putin are on the same page. Here's what Putin just said. Bullet point, Trump is being impeached for made-up reasons. There was no pressure on Ukraine. This is happening because one party lost the elections. There was no collusion." You get that? Following the reasoning here from CNN's reporter? Because Donald Trump is annoyed that he was impeached based on a hoax? He's colluding with Vladimir Putin. And by the way, doesn't this mean that Putin is doing the bidding of Trump and not the other way around? Whatever. It's just more mindless crap from CNN, and another reason not to watch that channel. But if you're stuck in an airport, as you well know, you have no choice. As we first reported exclusively on this program because it was news you could use, CNN is paying millions of dollars to pump propaganda into America's airports, holding its hapless travelers hostage. CNN has contracts with 58 airports across this country. It pays them more than $100,000 each on average to place CNN at their gates. It's not something they would do willingly. Who would? Nobody watches it. It's garbage. This service is likely costing CNN at least $6 million a year, but they do it anyway because what's the value of propaganda? Author and columnist Mark Stein joins us to assess all of this. So CNN pays to assault you in airports? I mean, I'm not saying this should be a crime, but I'm kind of thinking it sounds like one.
Yeah, they pay over $6 million to bother people, to hector people in airports. You know, for $6 million, they could actually afford to buy Murder, She Wrote reruns with Angela Lansbury, and they might have dubbed into Hmong, and they might actually have a sporting chance of some ratings. Instead, if you go, I was at LAX yesterday while the anchors were talking about what a sad, somber, solemn, sorrowful day it is, and people did look sad, somber, sorrowful and solemn, but that was because they'd been stuck at Gate 59 watching Wolf Blitzer for 4 hours. I think that what's going on here, actually, Tucker, is a portent of the future, because contemporary American air travel is the most advanced form of the progressive state. It's everything the progressives want. There's, no smoking. There's no probable cause. If the TSA guy gets out the latex glove and wants to give you an enhanced pat down, you got no say in it. It's the if you disrespect the process, the flight attendant can have you thrown off the plane and all the rest of it. And the perfect complement for that kind of coerced safe space is to have Wolf Blitzer and Anderson Cooper along for the ride. I mean, quite frankly, when they say to me, we might have to give you an enhanced pat down, I say, sure, take your time. There's nothing on the other side of the TSA except Anderson Cooper interviewing Greta Thunberg for the full hour. Get that as many latex gloves as you want and take your time.
So you're saying that Don Lemon is the soundtrack of the authoritarianism of tomorrow, of the brave new world we're entering?
Absolutely. I think CNN is the perfect soundtrack for the coerced safe space. You know, they claim to reach 329 million people through airports, which is 328,990,000 more than they reach without airports. And even if most of that 329 million people is one oversold United flight at Gate 22 at LaGuardia, it still means that people are being forced to watch CNN without any choice in the matter. That's the future these guys are planning for you folks. In the end, the new America will be like the airport.
Compulsory cable news. The governor's brother, whether you want him or not. Mark Stein.
Absolutely.
Genius. Thank you. Great to see you tonight.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.